Thank you for coming to my YouTube channel, Inside Out. Each time you visit me here, I'll guide you through a meditation or exercise that will take you inside to your cauldron of creativity, and you'll come out with creative ideas, new ways of looking at things, and new behaviors. I'm hypnotherapist John Morgan, and I have helped hundreds of thousands of people do things they thought were impossible for them by doing the same meditations and lessons I'll share with you here. Today, we're going to do a mind-quieting exercise that I call Look Without Naming. It's easy to do, and it'll only take a few minutes of your time. The result is you'll quiet your mind quickly and make room for peace of mind and creativity to come through. I'll explain the exercise, and then I'll guide you through it. First, I'll ask you to notice 10 consecutive breaths. That means to notice your breath going in and going out. Do that 10 times in a row. It helps if you say in when you're breathing in and saying out when you're breathing out to help you keep count. You can count them quietly in your head. Just notice 10 consecutive breaths. Next, I'll ask you to close your eyes and count backwards slowly from 10 to 0. And by slowly, I mean slower than you think. After you complete the countdown, take a slight pause of a few seconds and then slowly open your eyes. When your eyes open, I want you to look around your environment and see whatever you see. But the point of the exercise is that you look without naming. So if you open your eyes and you see a tree or a car or a picture on the wall, see it without naming it in your mind. The first couple of times you do this exercise, you may not be able to go more than a few seconds without your internal voice labeling what you see. That's okay. It's like one of my teachers told me a long time ago, whatever's worth doing is worth doing poorly at first. So, next I'll ask you to close your eyes again for about 10 seconds. And then slowly open them and look around and see what you see again, but without naming the things in your view. You'll probably go longer without naming on this go-round. And one last time, you'll close your eyes for about 10 seconds, and then you'll slowly open your eyes again and notice without naming. You will notice some improvement. For some people, it helps if they defocus their eyes when they're opening them. That way, things are not as clear in your area of vision, so the internal naming is delayed even longer. The main purpose of the exercise is to get you to notice that you can create spaces in your thoughts. Each time you create space, you quiet your mind and make room for something new to come through, some novel thought or idea that couldn't get through your crowded mind before. Not only that, but you get the experience of mental peace, something you just can't buy, but you can learn to develop it. That's what this meditation is designed to do, to show you how to create mental peace in a crowded mind. So before we do the guided meditation, I have 2 reminders. 1, please visit my website, grasshoppernotes.com, and download a free copy of my book, Interruption, the Magic Key to Lasting Change. It's chock full of ways to interrupt patterns that keep you stuck, so you can outgrow them and make desired, lasting changes. Again, it's free at grasshoppernotes.com. Also, please check out my newest book, The Wisdom of the Grasshopper, 21 Days to Creativity. It's a personal journal for you that has a series of deeply researched quotes for you to do mini meditations on and come out with creativity you didn't know you had. It's available at blurb.com, and it's only $16.95. I request you buy a copy for you today and get one for someone close to you too, and give them the gift of creativity. And now, let's do the Look Without Naming meditation. Please close your eyes and feel the comfort of the surface beneath you, the carpeted floor, a chair, a bed, or whatever you are currently resting on. And as you listen to the sound of my voice, and as you feel the resting surface beneath you, your body begins to relax, unwind, and let go, whatever those words mean to you. And all I want you to do now is begin to notice your breathing. Notice how it comes in and how it goes out. What does your chest do when you breathe? What does your stomach do when you breathe? And when you breathe in, where do you notice it first? And when you exhale, where do you notice it last? And did you ever notice there's a tiny little space between your in-breath and your out-breath? Or is that space between your out-breath and your in-breath? Either way, it's nice to notice the spaces between things. And now I'd like you to notice 10 consecutive breaths. I'll pace you through them and count them out for you. Take a nice natural breath in and then notice when it comes out. That's 1. Notice your next breath going in and coming out. 2. Become aware of your next breath going in and coming out. 3. And notice the spaces between your breaths, too. Now notice another breath going in and coming out. 4. And you're getting the hang of this now. And you notice your next breath going in and coming out. 5. Here comes your next breath coming in and going out. 6. Notice your next breath going in and coming out. 7. And aren't those spaces interesting? Take your next breath in and let it out. 8. And now notice your next breath going in and coming out. 9. And finally, be aware of your next breath coming in and going out. 10. And now that you've noticed 10 breaths going in and coming out, and maybe even noticing the spaces between the breaths, I will slowly count you down from 10 to 0. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And now that you've noticed 10 breaths coming in and going out, and now that you've been counted down from 10 to 0, please slowly open your eyes and look around. See what you see without having to name them in your mind. Notice how long you can go without naming the things that you see. Now, please close your eyes again for about 10 seconds. And then slowly open your eyes again and see without naming even longer. And now, one last time, close your eyes for about 10 seconds. And then open them and look around and notice that you have increased the time you go without naming. Notice how you have created spaces between your thoughts. Notice how you have created mental peace. And you can practice this meditation on your own by counting 10 breaths, then counting backwards slowly from 10 to 0, and then opening your eyes and looking around and noticing that you can experience what's in your environment without naming them. You're giving yourself space. You're creating mental peace. And please leave me a comment and let me know how well you do with this space creating exercise that was designed to create mental peace for you. All the best, John.